Let me go live first here. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, that's paused. Let's see how that works out.
I have your audio.
Okay, can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, so the video's working okay. And
Coin Pusher Sherry says, testing again.
hi, Coin Pusher Sherry, how are you doing?
Coin Pusher Sherry says, I am fine.
Does not come out of here.
The what?
The bot talking does not come out of my
Coin Pusher Sherry says, hello.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this public. We're just going to experiment and see what happens.
I didn't say it again.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, okay. Coin Pusher Sherry says, it repeats it if you don't respond.
No, it doesn't repeat it if I don't respond.
Don't respond. You have to fill that bucket with flour.
Yep.
MaxLab says, hey John.
Hey, MaxLab, how are you doing? We're getting crazy tonight. I wrote a bot to kind of help me not have to read the chat to hear what you're saying. So anything you say, the bot will read out to me. We're going to try this and see if this works tonight.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, it's interesting.
Yeah. So I've got to bake bread and can't do a coin pusher tonight, but you know, I've got to be doing some bread and stuff. So open up a live stream, we can hang out and talk.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, there's a weird delay.
Yeah, there will be a weird delay.
MaxLab says, I'm good.
Good, MaxLab, awesome. I was just getting things ready to bake our bread for tomorrow. Put the oven on proof. Take out our yeast and our milk.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, see, it repeats.
It doesn't repeat, but you might be hearing it twice, Sherry, because you're hearing it from the kitchen and you're hearing it on yours at the same time.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, want to try the corn flour recipe? Coin Pusher Sherry says, instead of whole wheat.
We could certainly try. We could try to do the corn flour tonight. And I'm going to actually go share this with the Facebook group because notifications may not go out the same as usual. But yeah.
MaxLab says, "What are you doing, Sherry?"
That's a great question.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "You're sure it isn't repeating?"
Yeah.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Man, it's lagged."
Yeah, it might be.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Okay."
All right, so Sherry's suggesting that we actually try doing a cornbread flour replacement recipe tonight instead of the usual wheat
Glenn
bread.
Plunkett says, "Hi, John."
Hey, Glenn, how are you doing, man?
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "I'm trying out John's weird chatbot."
And-
Irene Sprinkle says, "Hi, John."
Hey, Irene, how are you doing? We're being crazy tonight.
Amy Morris says, "Hi, John and Sherry."
Hey, Amy, how are you doing?
MaxLab says, "There is about a 30-second lag."
Yeah, there probably is. Takes that
Bob
long.
Black says, "Good evening, John and Sherry."
Hey, good evening. How are you doing? Just baking bread in the kitchen tonight. Thought I'd open up a live stream in case anybody wants to hang out and chat.
Summer Snow Angel 414 says, "Hi, John and Sherry."
Hey, Summer's Angel.
Bob Black says, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, Bob, how are you doing? We're being kooky tonight.
Chantel V says, "Evening, John and Sherry."
Hey, Chantel. Good evening. Sherry might eventually join me in the kitchen. She's resting her back right now. She was busy working in the coin pusher.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, 3/4 cup of cornmeal. Blend it until it looks like flour, then shake the blender cup and blend it until it looks like flour again.
All right, so what we're going to do tonight...
Sheila S. says, "Hi, John. Watching Coming to America."
Oh, that-
Rachel Powell says, "Hi, John and Sherry and Cricket, wish y'all the best."
Hey, thanks.
Bob Black says,
Yeah, Coming to America's
"This
on our
is fun."
list. Hey, good. This should be interesting. So, we're going to... I'm going to be making
Paul
cornmeal
Wilson says, "Hello, everyone."
flour. Hey, how are you doing?
Sheila S. says, "Look at that pantry, wow."
Yeah, that is Sherry's pantry. One of the reasons that she loves this house is it's got a huge pantry. So I'm taking 3/4 cup of flour, cornmeal.
Coin Pusher
And we're gonna
Sherry
blend it.
says, "This is weird."
It's going to get weirder as more people start chatting. So, and we're going to go. This will be part of our flour tonight. Cornmeal. We're going to go blend this up.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "My pantry is a mess, don't look."
Well, it's a good thing the camera's on a tether because otherwise I'd take it in there. Then you'd be in trouble,
Tammy
Sherry.
Coleman says, "Evening, everyone."
Hey, Tammy, how are you doing tonight? So I'm just hanging out here in the kitchen.
Chantel V says, "Looks nice and organized."
That's what I tell her all the time, Chantel. I think it's lovely. I'll leave the all-purpose out for later. See if I got a cup of bread flour in here. So tonight I'm making a white cornbread recipe, white bread recipe, but we're
Tammy
replacing some of
Coleman
it
says, "I'm
with
good."
cornmeal. Oh, it's so close. So thanks everybody for joining us in the blind game today. It was definitely shorter than we expected.
MaxLab says, "I wish I had a big kitchen and pantry, mine is tiny."
We used to have a much smaller one, Max Lab. And let me tell you, when we had a smaller pantry,
Tammy
it
Coleman
was actually a lot
says,
nicer.
"Hope everyone is okay."
Yeah, we're doing okay here, Tammy. But
Coin Pusher Sherry says, that blind game was so disappointing. Melissa Spry says, hello John.
hey, how are you doing?
Chantel V says, but you looked so beautiful. Coin Pusher Sherry says, you just measured that flower so wrong.
I know, Sherry. It was actually
Tammy
it was about
Coleman
a
says,
teaspoon
good.
extra.
Coin
It'll be
Pusher
fine.
Sherry says, pay attention to what you're doing. Melissa Spry says, hello at Coin Pusher Sherry.
Hey, Melissa.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, when it doesn't work it will be my recipe's fault. Coin Pusher Sherry says, hi Chantel and Melissa.
Hey, everybody. Just trying to make some corn flour out of our cornmeal. We're replacing some of our normal bread flour with corn flour. So what do you think, Sherry?
Hot Hoopty RC says, hello
That's pretty good.
everyone, hand waving.
Hey, Hot Hoopty.
Chantel V says, hello Sherry. Hope you are well. Tammy Coleman says, hi Mrs. Hope you are well. Coin Pusher Sherry says, did you blend it twice?
Do it again.
All right, we'll blend it a second time.
Barbara Sullivan says, hi everyone. Max Lab says, when again John. Coin Pusher Sherry says, I told you the directions a while ago and the weird bot thing read it to you. Cindy Cannon says, hi everyone.
Hey, Cindy Cannon, how are you doing?
Sheila S. says, he is doing fine Coin Pusher Sherry, you just keep resting your back and let John screw it up. Lol.
Love it, Sheila.
Rachel Powell says, hi y'all. Hot Hoopty RC says, I love some cornbread and milk.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, my browser crashed.
What crashed, Sherry?
My browser.
Oh, Sherry's browser just crashed. Now she can't watch me screw it up.
I'll get back there.
Oh, that was funny. But Sheila, that was a very appropriate comment. All right, now I'm just going to take some of our, got a tablespoon of Crisco or so. We used to use lard, but we ran out of lard, so. Lard is nice stuff.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, this is white bread with cornmeal incorporated instead of regular cornbread.
Yes. And it's very, very nice.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, we tried this earlier this week and it worked really nicely.
Yeah, it did. And we're going to try it with our burgers tomorrow, so. Let's get some hot water going here. So Sheila, how was your curling match earlier?
Sheila S. says, oh my, will trolls show up on the fridge TV? Coin Pusher Sherry
No, the
says,
family
I
pictures.
tried it as pizza crust yesterday and it was really good.
Yeah, it was. 3/4 cups of hot water.
Miranda Heltenberg says, "Hi John and Sherry."
Hi Miranda, how are you doing? So glad you came.
Tammy Coleman says, "Sherry, I hope you are okay. Try BioFreeze, it helps me and I have lumbar 4 through sub 2. Missing, so I know your pain. Hope BioFreeze helps."
Yeah, definitely different treatments out there for different issues. Someone could certainly have fun with this text-to-speech stuff. I'm just going to mix up pre-melt the
Sheila S. says,
Crisco.
"The team I wanted to win lost."
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, it says a lot about your channel when curling is more exciting than the content you offer on your channel. Just messing with you. All right, so that's that.
Lyle Loomis says, "Good evening, folks."
Hey, Lyle, how are you doing? Add some
Tamara
yeast.
Cooper says, "Hello, John."
Hey, Tamara Cooper, how are you
Rachel
doing?
Powell says, "Y'all have a beautiful kitchen and pantry. I like them. They make my kitchen look like a closet."
Yeah, we used to have a much smaller
Tamara Cooper
kitchen.
says, "Where is Sherry?"
Sherry is on chat right now, and she's resting her back.
Sheila S. says, "Made sub rolls today, but I didn't seal the seams right."
Oh,
Miranda Heltenberg says, "I am doing so. I lost my ride because my staff didn't like me."
sometimes it's just a
Coin
bummer.
Pusher Sherry says, "I'm
2
doing
teaspoons of
okay,
salt.
but taking it easy. I built a game setup and kind of overdid it." Carl Orm says, "Love your kitchen bench." Lyle Loomis says, "Good, figured I'd see what's up."
Hey, yeah, just baking in the kitchen, working through my bread recipe, or Sherry's bread recipe, and thought we'd open it up and just chat and say hello. And this is a good chance to try out our text-to-speech
Tamara
feature.
Cooper says, "What you baking?"
So I'm baking a 1-hour white
Coin
bread
Pusher
recipe
Sherry
with
says,
cornmeal
"This
replacement.
kitchen is triple the size of our old kitchen and we got just as much work done in the little
Yeah.
kitchen as we can in this bigger one."
So this is our 1-hour bread recipe. And what we're doing here is up here, the 1 3/4 cup of bread flour, we're replacing 3/4 of a cup of bread flour with ground up cornmeal, essentially making like a corn flour. And it's really nice. It worked great on pizza this week. Sherry made some bread earlier this week. It was really nice. So we're going to try it tomorrow with our burgers. So I got to add a 1/2 cup of milk. And this is actually a dry
Lyle
mixed
Loomis
milk.
says, "Sherry, I got my extra strength Hempvana today. Boy, does it work great on the small of my back and hips."
Good, Lyle. Glad it's working.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Corn flour mixed into the pizza crust was really good.
Yeah,
The
it was.
bottom was crispy." Tamara Cooper says, "Stupid text-to-speech pronounces my name worse than you did, John, lol."
I know.
Max Lab says, "I posted a few pics of my kitchen in the fan group. Don't mind the mess."
I'll have to check it out a little bit, Max Lab. Tamara, what's funny is when I was testing the text-to-speech, I actually tested it with your name, and
Coin Pusher
it did it
Sherry
wrong, and I
says,
laughed.
"I'm going to give that a try, Lyle. I'm impressed with how well the regular strength works."
But yeah, I tested it with Sheila's name and Tamara, your name, and John Bastiani's name, and got Sheila's name right and Bastiani's name right, but messed up your name.
Lyle Loomis says, thumbs up light skin tone.
All right, so there's our premix so far. It's actually turning very yellow. The cornmeal definitely has that effect on the mix. So I'm gonna go put this on the mixer for about 5 minutes.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, wow, your bot even read the thumbs up icon.
Yeah, it's really well written. Putting it on the mixer. Mixer's plugged in. And here we go. Close that door while it's running. Set a 5-minute timer. Do a little bit of cleanup out here and get ready for kneading the dough.
Tamara Cooper says, yeah, it reads an icon but messes up my name, lol.
I wish I could train it, Tamara.
Carl Orm says, love the shorts, John, thumbs up.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, it is finally warm enough for short season.
Jason
I love
Cowan
shorts.
says, cool video, buddy.
Hey, Jason, how you doing, man? We've got our little text-to-speech bot running in the background, so I can just keep my hands
Pusher
free and
Sherry
bake.
says, when he was testing the bot, it read your name perfectly, Tamara.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, by the way, recognize this?
Miranda Heltenberg says, I love your kitchen, John.
It is Sherry's kitchen.
John Phillips
lovely.
says, sorry I am so late. What's cooking?
Well, tonight we're making, I'm making our 1-hour bread recipe, but replacing some of the bread flour with ground up cornmeal.
Miranda Heltenberg says, I want a fridge with a picture TV on it.
Oh, it's very nice. It's nice to
Hot Hoopty RC
see the family
says,
pictures.
my kitchen is so small I can turn around and get everything I need in one turn.
That's a great way to have a kitchen,
Callan
man.
says, doing good, that is really cool. Jason Callan says, yes, that is awesome Corningware.
Yeah, we love our Corningware. I think that's our only actual piece of Corningware, though. But it's good stuff. All right, let me get some flour out here.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, Hot Hook TRC, I liked having everything at arm's reach in my old kitchen.
Yeah. She had everything organized. She could stand in one place and get access to everything, and we were just as efficient in a smaller kitchen as this one. There's just more surfaces to clean. Sometimes a big
Tamara
kitchen's not
Cooper
always better.
says, I have bunches of those, John, different sizes, some with the metal trivets.
Oh, with the metal trivets? That's cool.
Carl Orm says, less too clean in a small kitchen.
Absolutely. I completely agree.
Lyle Loomis says, it's made here in Corning, NY. Coin Pusher Sherry says, I do like having extra counter space for cooling cookies.
That's true. I look forward to baking cookies again, Sherry. One of
Coin
these
Pusher
days.
Sherry says, cool Lyle. I love Corningware.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Hot Hoopty RC says, I love it. I can do everything in small movements. John Phillips says, my mother had a lot of Corningware.
Yeah, Corningware is great stuff. It really is. You don't hear a lot of people talk about it today, but it's fantastic. And they're really solid pieces, and they're still very usable. Pyrex is
Slap
scary
says,
stuff.
I have no counter space in my kitchen.
Yeah, you want to have some space, that's
Coin
for sure.
Pusher Sherry says, some of the Corningware patterns are worth a fortune to collectors.
Yeah, they are.
Tamara Cooper says, same design on the outside, too lol and have the lids. Casserole size etc. Going to try and get pictures so I can sell them.
Well, some of that
Coin
Corningware is
Pusher
definitely
Sherry
valuable.
says, don't add too much flour to the countertop, John.
Oh,
Tamara Cooper says, I don't need all of them, I have the blue, the ones with the flowers etc.
let's see. How much flour should I add here? Let's see. We'll see what happens. That's my timer.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, John goes nuts flouring the countertop and dries out the bread.
Yeah, you say that now, my dear.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, you don't have an apron on.
Oh, that's true, I don't. It's always been a problem.
Jason Callan says, you guys are awesome. Everyone sub to We Play You Win. Here is a joke. Question. What did the skeleton said when he got on his motorcycle?
I don't know.
Answer.
What?
Because he was born to be wild. Lol.
That's a good one, Jason.
Philip Stanley says, I need more counter space. Miranda Heltenberg says, I love talking to you guys and watching you do the coin pusher. Hot Hoopty RC says, I still have some old Tupperware. Cold Sweat Smile. Coin Pusher Sherry says, that's not too bad an amount, John.
Yeah, it's not. It definitely did not
Coin Pusher
kick the
Sherry
ball up in
says,
the mixer,
haha,
though.
Jason.
Let's see if I can get this out of here.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, I have Tupperware microwave pans that I love.
Oh, yeah. Definitely sticky. Sherry, it is super sticky.
Yeah.
Jason Callan says, thank you. I'm glad you like my silly jokes.
Absolutely.
Jason Callan
Silly
says,
jokes are the best.
Thank you, Sherry.
It's definitely sticking tonight.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, uh-oh, let's see how John does with this.
That is always the game, isn't it?
Irene Sprinkle says, I have one Tupperware microwave pan left. Too bad they don't make it anymore.
Yeah. We got two. I think we had one from Sherry. I think we have two sets.
We bought one and then that one.
Yeah, we bought one and my aunt gave us the other one. Super sticky tonight.
Tamara Cooper says, he is doing well, give him a minute.
So sticky.
Miranda
Usually it balls up
Heltenberg
better than
says,
this.
I don't cook much in my kitchen.
Just can't get it to...
Hot Hoopty RC says,
Grab
my
on.
Tupperware is from my grandmother and my aunt. It's old but still works great. Coin Pusher Sherry says, you're doing good, John.
Yeah, I don't know. Not too happy with it. But when we did it last time, it was pretty
Coin
goopy.
Pusher Sherry says Tupperware takes a beating and lasts for years.
I've got to add more flour or just go with it as is.
Miranda Heltenberg says, "Hi, Cricket."
Yeah, Cricket's here. Cricket, did you hear your name? Hi. Someone heard her walking around. That's good ears, Miranda. You can't see her, but you could hear her tippy toes walking through. So that was really good. She's over here next to me right now. This is such a doofy technique. I don't like this at all.
It's like using a nose scraper.
Yeah, it is. It just feels so weird.
Make it into a log and put it in the pan.
Yeah, I'll make it into a log. What a mess. Not happy.
Tamara Cooper says, "Sherry, is it like Timex? Takes a beating and keeps on ticking?" Irene Sprinkle says, "I looked up an online Tupperware catalog. Way overpriced and nothing worth buying."
Yeah,
Coin Pusher Sherry says,
Super
"You're
sticky.
doing fine, John."
that is way
Jason
stickier than I
Callan
like.
says, "I saw videos on YouTube of exploding Pyrex ware."
Yeah, Pyrex is
Coin
some
Pusher
scary
Sherry
stuff.
says, "Ha ha, yes, Tamara." Max Lab says, "Give Cricket a cookie."
Yeah, I'm gonna have to in just a second, Max Lab.
Tamara Cooper says, "Cricket is hoping you're making her cookies." Melissa Spry says, "Hi, Cricket."
Let's
Carl
put this
Orm
in the
says,
oven.
"I think Tupperware has
rise.
been around for about 60 YRS." Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Yes, Jason. Pyrex can be scary."
You can't- We've actually
Sherry Ellis
got rid of a
says,
bunch of
"Hi
Pyrex
from
this year.
Wales." Philip Stanley says, "She thinks you're making her snack."
Bet she does. Now, funny story about these cookies. This week, these cookies were almost all gone. There was only about one or two inside the cookie jar. And Sherry, every time she went to the cookie jar, there was always 2 cookies left. She'd take 1 cookie out. She'd go back later, and there were always 2 cookies there. And she couldn't figure out what was going on. And today,
DRC says,
she said,
"John, I have never put strings on a banjo. Is it hard? My banjo has all the wrong strings."
no, it's not hard, Hot Hoopty. It's pretty straightforward. But Sherry thought I was
Sherry says,
tricking her
"I'm
with
in
the
some
cookies,
baking
and I
groups
wasn't."
And people kept posting photos of their ovens being damaged by exploding Pyrex. So I got rid of my Pyrex this year."
Anyway, Sherry refilled the cookies, but honestly, Sherry thought I was tricking her all week, and I have no idea what was happening with the
I
cookies.
used to make Reese his treats from scratch. It is better for them than that store-bought stuff, lol.
Oh yeah, anytime you can make something. Cricket, you want a cookie? Let's see.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Hi, Sherry."
Sit. Sit. Bag. Good girl.
Jason Callan says, "I watched some of the show Vegan
Cricket?
Noodle Soup. Boy, those were some creepy
Cricket?
looking puppets.
Pet the
Do,
pig.
do, do, and the name was Bill. Do, run,
Good
run,
girl.
run, do, run, run." Sherry Ellis says, "Have a great night, goodbye."
Cricket, pet the
Irene
piggy.
Sprinkle says, "Still have my
Good girl.
Pyrex. Never had a problem." Coin Pusher Sherry says, "Oh no." Coin Pusher Sherry says, "That show literally makes me ill."
It does. It does, Jason. She cannot stand the
Sherry
mention of that
Ellis
show.
says, 3 a.m. here.
Oh, Sherry, it's late for you. You should
Coin
get to
Pusher
bed.
Sherry says, "I can't watch that show at all."
show. Sherry cannot watch that show. In fact, I'm not even allowed to mention the name of that show. It gives her the creeps. So Jason, you just creep Sherry out for the next week. Good job, man. I love it.
Carl Orm says, what a great girl Cricket is.
Yeah, she is. She is a really good girl. Yeah, the delay on the text to speech is interesting.
Coin
But
Pusher
it's-
Sherry says, everything about that show freaks me out.
It does. I think it creeps her out more than some of her other things, more than trolls.
Jason Callan says, those are some creepy puppets.
They are.
Jason Callan says, lol. Jason Callan says,
Hilarious.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, seriously creepy. Sherry Ellis says,
She won't drop
yes,
it.
it is. I'm getting into bed now.
Good, Sherry
Max
Ellis.
Slab
Have a good night.
says, it's almost 10 p.m. here in southern Indiana.
Yeah, it's almost 8 p.m. here in Idaho. And don't forget, daylight savings time. It's coming up. Everyone's going to lose an hour of sleep. But I prefer daylight savings time. It's nice
Lisa
waking up
Smith
with the sun.
says, hello everyone, I made the trip. I wanted to know, what do you use on your refrigerator to make it? Looks so shiny.
Oh.
Sherry Ellis says, and you all. Miranda Heltenberg
Thanks.
says, it is almost 8 p.m. here in Colorado.
So once upon a time we had a refrigerator. We used to actually use a wax on it, but we don't on the stainless. Sherry, are we using anything on the fridge these days?
Coin Pusher Sherry says, the refrigerator has that no smudge stainless coating.
Yeah. Sherry, are we using the stainless steel wipes on it?
Coin Pusher Sherry says, I use glass cleaner on the frig now.
There you go. Works pretty good. There's a couple dents in it though. So like right over here on the fridge, we have a piece of metal covering a dent. This is our measurement equivalence. And there's a dent here because when it opens, it
Hot
actually hits
Hoopty
the oven
RC
handle.
says, it's almost 10 here in the Smokies of North Carolina. Coin Pusher
Oh,
Sherry
Smokies are
says,
beautiful
the
country.
oven is dented up too.
Yeah. Looks great from the 10-foot view.
Jason Callan says, do, and the name was Bill. The do run, the do run. We are all just a big bowl of vegetable soup.
Oh, Jason. Oh, man.
Lisa
It's
Smith
hilarious.
says, looks beautiful.
Thank you. Just washing the dishes. Bread is in our
Coin
top
Pusher
oven
Sherry
proofing right now.
says, that song is so gross.
Oh, man. Sherry, I think you're going to get trolled by Jason from now on, man. You told him a little too much. Yeah. Oh.
Tamara Cooper says, they both look good on here lol.
Yeah, hey, you know, there's a...
Sherry Ellis says,
looks good from
"Ha,
10
ha,
feet."
ha, ha."
It looks good, right? Sometimes when you look up close to something, it doesn't look very nice. But from far away, looks like $1 million, right?
Jason Callan says, sorry at Coin Pusher Sherry lol. Hot Hoopty RC says, cold sweat smile.
Oh, I wonder if somebody else has a sensitivity to vegetable soup. Yeah, there's only a few shows that does that to Sherry.
Pusher Sherry says, blah.
So who's watched the Coming to
Jason
America
Callan
2?
says, I won't troll her. Just teasing.
I know, man. We know, Jason. So who's watched the new Coming to America? Is it any good?
Miranda Heltenberg says, I hope that tomorrow will be a great day for everyone.
Me too, Miranda. That's a very nice thing to say. Thank you.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, I want to watch Coming to America too.
Yeah, that's on our list now to
Melissa
watch.
Spry says, heading to bed.
Good night, Melissa.
John and Sherry. Get better, Sherry.
Thank you, Melissa. Have a good
Tamara
night.
Cooper says, almost looks as good as the two of you did earlier, but both of you still looked fantastic, lol. Coin
Thanks, Tamara.
Pusher Sherry says, good night, Melissa.
Don't forget tomorrow's Mr. Bad
Sherry
Game
Ellis
tomorrow
says,
morning.
sleeping, 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 sleeping.
I wouldn't mind some sleeping, 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 sleeping. And sleeping. I think it was 4 sleepings. I could do some of that.
Sherry Ellis says, like this live stream from Sherry. Coin Pusher Sherry says, sleeping would be awesome.
Yeah.
Carl Orm says, only the shorts, but it looks very funny. I love Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I do too. Eddie Murphy's done some great work.
Jason Callan says, I have watched Coming to America. I reviewed it on my channel. I only thought it was average.
Okay.
MaxLab says, hit that like button please everyone.
Thanks, Max Lab. Appreciate the
Coin
support.
Pusher Sherry says, ah.
Well, Jason, hey, if it's just average, that's a bummer. I mean, the original was fantastic.
Tamara Cooper
hard thing to
says,
beat.
never want to miss the show tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be fun. And Tamara Cooper, I'm sorry about the package incident. That's a real bummer.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, if it's just average I will wait until it's free to watch.
Isn't it free right now? Isn't it Prime, or is it a pay to watch it? Washing and drying the dishes. So everyone's kind of at an angle
Andrew
here.
Chernish says,
Woo.
hi John.
Hey, Andrew. Come back over there. Oh, there's something. Now it's not quite so cattywampus. Hi, welcome to this episode of Washing Dishes with John. I'm John. Currently, I'm drying dishes. I am buffing out the water from a 3/4 cup measure cup. Washing dishes with John.
Miranda Heltenberg says, I will be there for sure.
Cool, Miranda.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, your bot is working pretty good.
My bot is awesome.
Jason Callan says, the sequel is worth watching once. The original was a brilliant movie. It's a Prime original.
Yeah, I agree, Jason.
Tamara Cooper says, it isn't your fault, John. Maybe since someone asked her about it, maybe she will actually send it back to you, but I doubt she will, lol.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Carl Orm says, I don't know, but I think Eddie has never really made a bad movie. Coin Pusher Sherry
Trying to
says,
think.
the original is great. Andrew Chernish says, no trolls in the dishes.
Yeah, no trolls in the dishes tonight.
Coin
Trolls
Pusher
are far
Sherry
away.
says, Eddie Murphy is always worth a watch.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great movies.
Lisa Smith says, in Green Bay today our high got up to 57 degrees. Where do you guys live that you're wearing shorts?
Well,
Just
so,
asking.
great question. So
MaxLab
we
says,
live in Boise,
John
Idaho.
use the bot next flash in the pan.
Well, I don't know if we use it
Jason
during the flash in the
Callan
pan, Max
says,
Lab.
it is PG-13 too. The Squell. Sheila S. says, just finished Coming to America. I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, so one average, one hilarious.
Jason Callan says, sequel I meant. Tamara Cooper says, nice cuckoo. Jason Callan says, dishes troll free.
Yes, they are troll free at the moment.
Jason Callan says, hi. Miranda Heltenberg says, I love Eddie as a great actor.
Yeah, he is. I love some of his old SNL bits too.
Zamir Speaks says, hi.
Hello, Zamir.
Coin Pusher Sherry says, I love Trading Places.
Yeah, it wasn't Trading Places was hilarious. It's one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies. You get Dan Aykroyd and
Zamir Speaks
Murphy
says,
together?
how are you, bro?
doing well,
Becky
thanks.
Belmontes says, hi. How AR?
Hello.
Jason Callan says, Richard Pryor was funny too.
Oh yeah, you gotta love Richard Pryor.
Tamara Cooper says, I love that John is a clean as you go person. Max
Well, not
Slab
naturally
says,
that way.
how much longer does the bread have to proof for? Zamir Speaks says, I want to talk with some personal.
Hey Zamir.
Becky Belmontes says,
So-
hi, how is everyone tonight?
Doing
Coin
great,
Pusher
Becky.
Sherry says, hey Becky.
So the bread's got about
Miranda
another
Heltenberg
15 minutes to
says,
proof.
I have a book that has tons of autograph pics into.
Let's see how it's
Jason
doing.
Callan says, yep. Zamir Speaks says, do you have time? Miranda Heltenberg says, it.
So the
Coin
bread's got at
Pusher
least 15
Sherry
minutes to
says,
proof, but it's
easier
gonna probably
to
be
clean
longer.
as you go than to chisel off crusty stuff later.
Definitely.
Becky Belmontes says, hi Sherry. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark.
Yeah, she left me
Sheila
alone in the
S.
kitchen
says,
tonight.
Now I am
Goodness
watching
gracious.
curling and no, John, it is not because you are boring.
And no, it's not
Coin
because
Pusher
we are
Sherry
boring.
says, ha
Yes.
Sheila. Hot Hoopty RC says, I hope Eddie does not mess things up with his new stand-up. It's supposed to be like his first two, Delirious and Raw.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen his new stand-up
Coin
yet.
Pusher Sherry says, preheat the lower oven, John.
Yes, ma'am. We'll preheat the lower oven to 400.
Walter Anson says, RW.
Hey, Walter, how are you doing, man? So, I think it's going to take a while to proof tonight. Just my feelings. But that's it for baking and
Kenny
washing
Boy
dishes.
88 says, how's your guys' evening? It's 3 a.m. in the morning here in Scotland. We'll hopefully catch up with yous tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Hey, thanks.
Sheila S.
Kenny
says,
B8.
I am Canadian, you Americans don't understand. Walter Anson says, are playing tonight.
That's cool. I do
Coin
understand,
Pusher
Sheila.
Sherry says, our son Mac is a stand-up comedy fanatic. Becky Belmontes says, Delirious and Raw was hilarious. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Coin Pusher Sherry says, I have only seen curling on the Olympics.
Curling's a great sport to watch. It's pretty exciting. It's more exciting than watching bread rise. So that's it for baking the loaf of bread tonight, other than waiting for it to rise, which it will take a while to rise. We could sort through the Pez. We've got a bunch of Pez to add.
Says, I like Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy's
Gabriel
great.
Iglesias is so funny. Exclamation mark.
Yeah, he's great. So we've got quite a few Pez to kind of sort in back into our Pez cabinet tonight. So
Walter
why don't we just
Anson
do that?
says, this is bizarre.
It is, Walter, but
Sheila
it's
S.
hard
says,
to
this is the Canadian
watch chat and do
Championship
something
for
at the
men.
same time. So this is my version of it tonight. So enjoy the bizarreness.
Coin pusher
Alexa,
Sherry
turn
says,
on the pastry
can you
case.
figure out where to set the camera?
Okay.
Do.
Jason Callan says, come on along and join us. We are gonna have some fun. Come on along and join us in a big bowl of veggie table soup. Lol.
Oh, Jason, I love it, man. I love it.
Sheila S. says, I was a skip and I got to yell hurry har RDDDDD. Max Slap says, Pez yes.
Well, let's get things opened up here first.
Kennyboy88 says, 12,345 once I caught a fish alive, tears of joy. Hot Hoopty RC says,
Oh my gosh, she's
Becky,
here.
Yes, they were. But things
You're messing with
nowadays
my
are
Pez.
different than then.
Hold on, we've got some.
Coin pusher Sherry says,
Hey,
I'm
dog
going to
food.
bop Jason with
Oh,
the George
kid,
Harrison standee.
Do you want? There's some over there too.
Mark
Oh, yep.
Smithson says, this
Wow.
kind of creepy.
Yeah,
Miranda
that chap got his little
Heltenberg says,
creepy.
Okay. Zamir Speaks
Okay.
says, do you have Facebook page?
Hey, we do.
Jason
Yes,
Allen
we do have a
says,
Facebook
Sorry,
page.
Sherry Lol.
Hold on a second. St. Patrick's
Sheila
Day.
S.
In the
says,
holiday
Night all.
shelf or with the
Miranda
Pez?
Heltenberg says,
Hold
I
on.
love the Pez.
There we go.
Jason Callan says, that is so cool. Tamara
right.
Cooper says, what a great collection.
Yeah, thanks. Let's just bring this over
Max
here.
Lab says, hey Sherry.
Okay.
There's a new. Oh man, I don't know how to make it show. Well, it's kind of blurry. It's a St. Patrick's Day Pez dispenser. They've never had a St. Patrick's Day Pez dispenser. There you go. And they finally did one. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Mark Smithson says, night Sheila.
With the holiday stuff or with the Pez original stuff?
Hot Hoopty RC says, OMG.
I
Looks
think-
like
I
my
think the
old
Pez
Hot
originals
Wheels
is-
collection.
We don't
Love
really
it.
have any. It was just
Mac.
that. Hey, Max showed up.
James Pringle says,
Smile.
cool.
Hey, James, how are you doing?
Okay,
All right, what else we got here?
we have.
You sorting through the.
I'm getting dizzy when I. do
Mark
that.
Smith says, hi Sherry.
Hey, Mark.
Tamara Cooper says, it is showing and cool.
Okay.
Walter Anson says,
Peeps.
don't forget to like.
Marshmallow Peeps. Pez Marshmallow Peeps.
Zamir Speaks
Word.
says, do earning from her Facebook page.
No, we do not.
Tamara
learn from our
Cooper
Facebook
says,
page.
thought you had some in the coin pusher today?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. We had
did.
some.
Those
Those
were
are different.
from-
Max Slap
Those are Lucky
says,
Charms.
Those
hey
are from
Mac.
Lucky Charms cereal.
Yeah.
They were prizes. Okay.
The Peeps gonna go with
Peeps
Easter over
with
here.
The Easter stuff, and it's really crowded.
Yep.
Miranda Hessenberg says, cool.
Okay. So let's figure out where to put.
Max Lab says, tell us a good joke, Mac.
Mac, where'd you go?
He disappeared on
He
us.
disappeared. I think he's going to the freezer in the garage to see.
No, I think he.
Becky Belmontes says, sorry I missed the live, but my young pregnant cousin's birthday was today. She turned 26, but every
Hey,
year she gets depressed because her mom died when she was 16 and her mom used to go all out for her.
I'm sorry, Becky. That's tough.
Jason Callan says, those are so clever.
They're different. Hey, Mac.
Lisa Smith says, hey John, I was on Amazon earlier today and I seen Troll Pez.
Yes.
Jason
we have
Callan
them.
We
says,
do have some Troll
have you
Pez.
both ever heard of the Moldoramas?
Yes, the Moldoramas that they'd have at the museums.
Tamara
I love
Cooper
those things.
says, hi Mac by Mac.
Dumbo.
JEPERZALFECHE says,
Oh, man,
hi
I don't
sir,
know how to
how
get
AR
mine
are
up.
you? Tamara Cooper says, he
It's
ran
it's so
through quickly
blurry.
lol.
He's shy.
Hot Hoopty RC says, I love your collection. I went
Thanks.
from Hot Wheels to RC car. I have 56 RC cars now.
Wow.
All right, so Dumbo needs to go up with our
Dumbo
Disney.
needs-
Jason Callan
Wanna play with
says,
the
I'm
other
sorry,
elephant?
Becky.
No, hold it, hold it. There's some reason that Dumbo should go over here.
Well,
No, wait. I have to figure it out.
is it because we already have an
Yeah, we'll
elephant?
put it with the elephant.
I mean, I put the two elephants together.
But Bambi's over here and the 101 Dalmatians are over here.
Well, you can put him back there if you want. Because right now he's up front. Well, that's the wrong one.
I know, but I was thinking of moving that. Hold on. We got a bunch of pets.
We did.
So we got. I have no idea who this is. I don't know. It's a horse.
Some of these are
And
European.
this is 44 cats. Don't ask me who that is. I don't
Japanese.
know. Easter Bunny.
New Easter bunny.
Different Easter Bunny. Okay. Different Easter Bunny.
Want me to do him while you're
Yes.
sorting through? All right.
You do that. Here's another different horse. Don't ask me who it is. I don't know. I think, are these horses, are they Disney, John, or who are they? Okay. This is a hamburger. Why? I don't know, but it is. And, oh, check it out.
JEPERZALFECHE
horse.
says, hello, ma'am, sir, how are you?
Hey,
hi.
Jeppers Alfish, how are you doing?
Walter Anson says, are we going to play the coin pusher tonight?
No coin
No,
pusher
we
tonight.
played it earlier today. Okay.
Mark Smithson says, My Little Pony was
Another
first
cat.
one.
He thinks it might be My Little Pony. I don't
No,
know.
they're not. They're not My Little Pony. It's some movie that is out. I don't know if it's DreamWorks or Disney. Let me see. I think it's DreamWorks. So there's 3 different
Yeah.
horses.
And folks, if you hear
Becky
no coin
Belmontes
pusher
says,
tonight,
thanks.
Yeah, we
but I
did-
went and took her out to eat and visited with her for a while. And gave her some money for her birthday and we had some good laughs. It was
That's
fun.
nice.
Miranda Heltenberg
Unicorn
says,
poop,
I
it
won't
says
get a ride
happens.
tomorrow night because my staff today thought that I was being mean when I DIDNT mean too.
A misunderstanding.
Zamir
happened.
Speaks
You do.
says, how can I talk with you personally? I need to talk with you some personal with you.
Hey,
PLZ,
hey,
give
Zamir.
me some time and where can I talk with you one-to-one?
yeah, Zamir, we're not interested in sharing any content on Facebook other than our own. Thank you.
JEPERZALFECHE says, I am so sick fever ma'am sir not good.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, Jeppers.
Taco, pizza, and a hamburger. This is different.
Go with the Mickeys.
A whole bunch of Mickeys and Minnies.
Hot Hoopty RC says, I was on the news back in 2006 with my collection of cars.
Oh, that's
I
cool,
had
man.
5,500 cars in my collection before I had to sell it.
That's
I
awesome.
broke my back and then had to sell it. I have about 300 Hot Wheels now.
Yeah, that really sucks, man. I'm
Tamara
sorry.
Cooper says, yummy looking good lol.
Okay, this is our old
Becky Belmontes
is
says,
our
I love the
old
taco
Bambi.
one.
Bambi.
Exclamation
And this is the
mark.
new
So
Bambi.
cute.
See, they're-
Exclamation mark.
They're different. One has black tips on his ears. the other
Zamir
one
Speaks
doesn't.
says, I need to collaboration with you 50% share.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you,
No,
Zamir.
no thanks, Zamir.
Zamir
No.
Speaks says, you can also earn more than more.
Zamir,
Yeah,
I think
sorry.
we're gonna get blocked pretty soon.
Yeah, not interested. Thank you.
Johnette Nielsen says, Jesper, I am sorry you're sick. I will pray for you.
Yeah, I don't like when someone
Zamir
has a
Speaks
fever.
says,
Yeah.
from Facebook also.
Yeah, goodbye, Zamir. Thank you. No, thank you.
John Phillips says, where did you get all the Pez dispensers in the box?
Some are from eBay and some are from Pez.com. They released some new
Jason
ones.
Callan says,
So we're
the
good.
Pez is so very neat. They are all. Company Man did a video Pez on YouTube.
Ah.
That's cool.
Miranda
These go with the
Heltenberg says,
horses.
my favorite type Sherry
Yeah.
Mickeys and Minis.
I think I like my favorite one right now. My current favorite was this year's Santa Claus.
Mark Smithson says, Zamir is a troll.
Yes, I think Samir is potentially a troll. Okay, 44 cats. They released 3 of these cats that are labeled 44 cats. I wonder if there are really 44 cats and they're going to give us 44 cats.
Could be. You never know. Well, it's like with Pokemon. They only gave us a few Pokemon, so
True.
you got all the Hello
Tamara
Kitties.
Cooper
We have
says,
2 of these.
Frozen.
2 of these. Yeah, we have Frozens.
Yeah, the Frozen. Yeah, Frozen's way back. Way back. Let's see where's Frozen.
Those are duplicates. Okay, Hello Kitties.
Right up here.
Becky Belmontes says, yes, he needs blocked.
John, can you go down there and do that? If
Yep.
he keeps talking, we need to block him.
Yep.
I agree.
Hot Hoopty RC says, do you have the Chewbacca from Star Wars?
We have multiple Chewbaccas. We have, I'm gonna go count them. Alexa, turn on the Curio. Okay. Wow, that does not put much light on the subject.
Tamara Cooper says, the horses and the girl, are they from a new Frozen?
I don't think it's Frozen. There's a new horse movie out.
Brave or something? No, it's not
No, it's not-
Brave.
DreamWorks
Hot
horse
Hoopty
movie.
RC says, sweet.
It's not Spirit. Spirit was 2002.
Well, it's a, let me in here. It
Oh.
could be Spirit.
No, that was 2002.
Yeah, but maybe it's a sequel.
Oh, why don't we just search for Pez horse movie?
Pez horse movie gets you.
And it says it is
Drum roll.
Spirit of Freedom.
So
Spirit
it
of
is a
Freedom.
sequel for Spirit.
Spirit
So
of Freedom movie.
DreamWorks goes over in the other cabinet.
Okay, so it's Spirit 2? Spirit of Freedom?
I don't know. It's a sequel.
It's a
But
sequel of
these
some
guys
kind.
go over in the other cabinet.
Yes. All right, I'll go take these two. Got
Good
them.
luck. You're gonna have to turn on a light over there. It's the Black Hole of Calcutta. Okay. And a new Mario and Luigi. Those go over there too, right, John? Mario and Luigi?
Yeah. Yep. In fact, we'll set everything over here. We'll do that in a group.
Tamara Cooper says, cool, then the Pez are cool.
Let's see.
Are any of these duplicates?
All right, let's go.
We've got Minnie Mouse wearing a sailor hat. Mickey with, nope. Minnie with, is this one a duplicate?
Let's see. We're looking at.
Minnie Mouse with all red with, I guess it's the most like that one, but it's different.
Yeah, the faces. Look at the eyes.
It's totally different.
Mark
Hold the
Smith
eyes up by it
says,
again.
Such a vast variety
Hold
of
still.
Pez.
That's a
Yeah,
lot
you'll notice that
smaller.
the new Minnie Mouse that Sherry's holding is different than the
It's
other
got
two.
much smaller eyes.
Zamir Speaks
Much bigger
says,
eyes.
don't
No.
ignore this opportunity.
We have to
knocked
block
your door.
Zamir.
You can earn from Facebook
I think
Mint
you're gonna deal with.
$10,000.
Samir's got to go bye-bye.
Sorry, Zamir, not interested, man.
Not
I'm gonna have to block you.
Zamir Speaks says, it's my promise with you.
Sorry,
Becky
Zamir.
Belmontes says, you make me want to buy Pez things. Exclamation mark. Lol.
Don't start
John
with the
Phillips
Pez. You'll be
says,
sorry.
such a colorful display case,
Right.
smiling face.
It is. They make you happy.
They really
Mark
do.
Smithson says, I'm going see if I can get some maybe from Japan.
Yeah,
Exclamation mark.
Japan has different
Exclamation
ones
mark.
from what we have here for sure.
Miranda Heltenberg
Definitely.
says, tomorrow staffs is my favorite staff and I won't spend any time with her thanks to today's staff.
Oh. Well, I hope you can get that straightened out. But things like the Pez dispensers, I think it's important to surround yourself with things that make you happy.
Right?
Because if you're surrounded by, like, if the house is a big mess, it's depressing. And if you've just got dark, gloomy things, it's depressing. And if you're just listening to music that brings you down, it's depressing. And if you're, if you have all these little things that depress you a little bit, before you know it, you're feeling pretty bad. So we try to have things around us that make us happy.
Tamara Cooper says, I love those you have, Sherry. No wonder you love them. They are great.
They're colorful. They're silly. You put their head back and candy comes out of their neck.
Hot
There's
Hoopty
no
RC says,
explaining
any
that.
collection can make a smile.
Yes.
Your collection
It does.
made me smile big.
Thank you. They're just,
I'm making some room here.
it's a big wall
Jason
of
Callan
silly color.
says, I just wanted to say that I think both you and Cherry are really interesting, and I am so glad we are friends. You are both
Oh, yeah.
very kind too.
Hey,
Oh,
thanks,
we think
Jason.
you're
You're a
awesome.
good friend of ours, man.
Even though
We
you
love
keep
man.
talking about that show.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what friends
we
do.
love you too, Jason. We do.
Yes, what's wrong about talking about that show? What's wrong with that show? Come on. We
You
love
don't
that
know.
show.
As a kid, when that program, which shall not be mentioned, would come on television, I would get physically sick.
Tamara Cooper says, that is what I like about them. They are colorful and
They're
fun.
just colorful and fun.
Now look
and
at
they're
this
silly.
Goofy. How can you not laugh at that Goofy?
Let's see. Let me see him. Oh yeah, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous.
He is.
I like, where's that Donald Duck that I like? But all these Mickeys and Minnies have to fit in there.
They
But
do.
where's this? Okay. I like this Donald
Mark
Duck.
Smithson says, what show?
No. See
Miranda
this guy?
Heltenberg says, good NIGT. I am going to bed to cry.
Good night,
John
Miranda.
Phillips says, is the bread in the oven yet?
Nope, it's still rising.
it's still
not
rising.
Happy rising.
Look at this face.
Max
Hi,
Slab
Miranda.
says, I can't wait for the mystery bag game tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Look at
Jason
this face.
Callan says,
Look at this
what show
crabby
is that?
face.
Lol.
Ha ha ha,
Tamara
Jason.
Cooper says, he is cool.
He's just so crabby. I love him. This is
John Phillips
when you think of
says,
Donald Duck,
Goofy
he's
is
crabby.
my mentor.
Oh, yeah.
Lol.
Well,
Lisa
Donald was
Smith
so
says,
crabby.
So what are you guys
just
going
love
to
him.
come and redecorate my house? Okay, it just needs to be decorated.
We decorate like third graders. If it's
Mark
colorful
Smithson
and makes
says,
us happy,
much
we go
love
with it.
sent your way, Miranda. Hot Hoopty RC says, how many pez do you have?
Oh, I haven't
We
been
have
down
lost
for a while.
count. We stopped counting after we hit 1,000, and that was a while ago. I think we probably have, 1,300 or so?
More than that, I
Maybe
think, at this
14.
point.
We have a lot. More than anyone should have. But there are people who have exponentially more than we have. Because we don't have any of the ones that are a bunch of money. I mean, there are Pez dispensers that people pay thousands of dollars for one dispenser. And I think they're nuts. Because I love them, but you can get a Pez
Hot
dispenser.
Hoopty
Or
RC
you can pay all your
says, that
bills
is
for the
awesome.
month. You know?
Tamara Cooper says, come do mine, then I like third grade decorating, lol.
It's just, you know what? If you see something that you like, if you can afford something that you like, just do it. Because it's worth it to make yourself happy.
Tamara Cooper
You're
says,
healthier
you
if you're
probably
happy.
have almost THT many on the top section, lol.
We have a lot.
Yeah, we do. Well, and it's all been organized. The whole top section, that's all sports. And then there's kind of this little bit randomer shelf that Sherry's putting stuff on right now. That's
This is Pez original, unique to Pez stuff. It has no rhyme nor reason.
it's just fun.
It's just silly stuff.
And then we have the Disney shelf. That's all Disney.
That's all Disney.
And
this
then-
is all holidays. And this is mixed up stuff. There's Flintstones and those yuck LOLs.
Mark
And Hello
Smithson
Kitties
says,
and Looney
that is so
Tunes.
true, Sherry.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with things that make you happy, you'll be healthier. Disease is dis-ease. If you make yourself unhappy long enough, you start to get sick. So don't go there.
Jason
Listen to
Callan
happy
says,
stuff.
Sherry, have you ever seen the show The Letter People?
No.
You're making her nervous again.
Hot Hoop DRC says, yes. One Hot Wheels can cost up to $200,000.
Right?
Right.
Why would you
Pez
do
is
that?
crazy.
not much different.
And if you had a $200,000 Hot Wheels, do you keep it or do
Becky
you pay
Belmontes
off your
says,
house?
I love those Pez dispensers. I'm
do
glad
too.
I found this channel.
If I had a $200,000 Pez dispenser or Da Vinci statue, I'm paying for my house, man. I'm not keeping one thing that something horrible could happen to it and then you have nothing. I'll go visit it in a museum. Oh, John, here's these guys. Oh, these emoticon guys. This
New
one
emojis.
says OMG, and this one
Highly
says
appropriate.
love it, and this one says keep cool. So they've started putting stuff on the stems so that people have to get all the different stems. I'm not going to play that game very long. John, can
Mark
you put these up with
Smithson
the
says,
emojis?
so true.
Yep. Got him.
Yeah.
Hot Hoop DRC says, I wish I could hit the lottery to get it.
Right?
Don't we all?
Our state is not going to participate in Powerball after August because they're worried other countries are going to join the Powerball and
Besides
they don't.
Canada.
Besides Canada. Canada, is it the UK or somebody? I don't know.
Australia.
Australia.
Is one of them.
Our state is so offended that other countries are going to participate in the lottery that we are no longer going to participate in it.
You can tell someone's a little frustrated about that.
I'm frustrated with our local government in a lot of ways. But what can you do? I'm a voter. I vote.
You do.
That's all you can do is vote. Okay, 44 cats. Where do we want to put 44 cats? Down there with the weird things or over
They
in
go in the other cabinet
Goodbye,
because
44.
we don't know what they are yet.
We don't know what they are yet. I'm going to look at this bread and see how it's doing.
It's not there yet.
Did you look?
It did.
It is not there yet.
I said it's
Becky
not there
Belmontes
yet.
Why did you
says,
do it if
got
it's
an
not
emergency
there yet?
nephew is stuck at gas station with wife and baby, no money for gas.
Oh, no.
Gotta go.
Hey,
Bye,
good
all
luck.
my
Bye,
friends.
Becky.
Hugs to y'all.
Drive safely.
Mark Smithson says, OMG, that's ridiculous. Jason
Right.
Callan says, do you have any of the rubber-headed Pez?
We
No.
don't.
My friend Howie Cat wanted to know.
No
we
way.
don't. We've got
Mark Smithson
cheapos.
says, hugs Becky, be safe.
We don't have the valuable ones we don't have because if I got it, I'd probably trade it off for a whole bunch of the less expensive ones.
Tamara
Yeah.
Cooper says,
So do you want to come
more
over here,
people
Sherry, and just
playing
hold this?
Increases the amount and the
It's
chance
just loose.
you're gonna win
So one
remains
hand
the
here,
same.
one hand there.
I know, I don't.
P-E-R-Z-A-L-F-E-C-H-E
It'll be bigger
says
jackpots.
Hamburger.
Yeah, there was a hamburger, a taco, and a pizza.
Lisa Smith says, John, did you design that play showcase?
Yeah, we designed the showcases
Yes.
and the stands.
Yes,
So
and we just put
here
them
we're
together
putting
in the
up
garage.
Mario and
Now,
Luigi.
make sure that Luigi, we don't have Luigi. Is that
No.
Mario different from our existing? I
Yeah.
bet he is.
He is, well, let's see. Here's the question. We have this one here. And sometimes it's a question of,
You
are
gotta
they,
flip them around. Sometimes they say something different. They're different colors.
both say 2013.
Stick them both in there for now and we'll worry about it in the future.
They look the same to me, but Luigi we didn't have, and he's,
They didn't make Luigi
yeah,
before.
he's new.
He's new.
So we'll stick him up here.
And we'll figure out what's going on with Mario.
Oh, and there's
because,
another one here in front, so
well,
we might have
someone,
some dupes.
yeah.
We try to avoid having duplicates.
Yeah, we try not to have duplicates because it's crazy.
All right, then we've got 3 of the 44 cats.
3 of the 44 cats.
Put
Good
somewhere
luck
in
fitting
here.
them.
And we're starting to run out of room everywhere, and we're gonna have to start going to.
JEPERZALFECHE says, I like that twins.
Yeah, they are twins.
They are. So we've got our game pieces.
Okay, DreamWorks down by Shrek and stuff down there. One, two,
Where's
three. The
Shrek?
third one.
Third
Yeah,
one.
down there. There's a bunch of
Oh, we got-
DreamWorks movies.
Yeah, we've got our Sesame Street here. We've got some anime cats here. And
Hot
birds.
Hoopty RC says, I love y'all's collection of Pez. It is great. I'm a collector.
You'll-
I know the feeling of not having something you want.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see someone else's collection and they'll have like a really nice collection and I'll feel like, oh man, they've got a really nice collection. But then I come out and I look at our collection and I say, we've got a nice collection.
We do. No reason to ever.
There's no reason to feel bad about it. There's always going to be someone that has one that you don't have.
Right.
That's okay.
There's nothing to be jealous about. It's all fun.
On the superhero level, there's room, but that doesn't
Yeah.
really go there. Next to the dinosaurs, behind the penguins, there's room.
Let's see the
The second one from the
dinosaurs.
bottom.
Tamara
Oh.
Cooper says, is that president's on the third shelf in the back?
Yes.
Yes, it is. In fact, Sherry,
That's a
we can
lot
hit
of
like
presidents.
that.
John Phillips says, you
Can you
have a
zoom in?
ton of the Christmas tree Pez dispensers.
Yes. But those, we only have duplicates of those because we use them in the machine. I wouldn't use the ones from the collection. I did one time, I put some from the collection in the coin pusher machine. They got knocked down on the playfield and got scratched
Mark
up by the
Smithson
quarters.
says, I collect unique cigarette lighters.
Oh, cool.
That's a cool collection.
I've seen some really cool Zippos. I want a
Hot Cookie
Weezer
RC says,
Zippo.
The most I made off of one car was $1,200. It was rare and hard to find.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes you
crazy.
find a gem like
Jason
that.
Callan says, I think your collection kicks butt.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. We need more light in this cabinet.
We do. That's on our
Tamara
list of
Cooper
things to
says,
improve.
That is cool, and I actually saw that is who they
Let
were
me grab
lol.
this. It's a lot of presidents. You want to zoom in on those presidents? Go over there?
Yeah. Let's see
Because
what I
there's
can
not
do.
a lot of light. You have to throw some light on the subject. But there's a lot of presidents. And the last one that they released them in sets of 4, and the last one they released was Barack Obama. So it's going to be a while before they do the next set of presidents. But it's a lot of presidents.
It is.
There's everybody.
Jason Callan
What's
says,
going on with
"Do you
Woodrow
like the
Wilson?"
store Christmas tree shops?
Apparently, Woodrow Wilson is having a close relationship with who's that? Taft.
Or
Mark
Garfield.
Smithson says,
Nope, that's Taft.
I have a Beatles Zippo and a
Oh,
Godzilla
cool.
lighter.
Oh,
So apparently,
cool.
Taft was
Godzilla
kissing
would be
Wilson for some
Bob
reason.
Black says, I am a recovering Hot Wheels addict.
I used to
Tamara
collect
Cooper
Hot
says,
Wheels.
You don't have all 46 lol.
I used to collect Hot Wheels, and our daughter Rena was like 5 years old, and a grown man
They can see in the
tackled me at the Hot Wheels rack. And I'm there with my 5-year-old, and a grown man literally like shoved
Jason
me out of the
Callan
way.
says,
And that was
"Lol."
it, man. I said, I'm done with Hot Wheels. If it's dangerous, I'm not doing it. Nobody wrestles
Jason
you at
Callan
the
says,
Pez
"Lol."
displays.
Hot Hoopty RC says, Garfield is a great one.
And of course, if you're looking closely, you'd see the one Hot Wheels car we collect.
We collect the Loopster Hot Wheels car. I still get that, and they're all hooked together, and I just like it. We've got the hands up and hands down versions of every release.
Hot
And they're
Hoopty
fun.
RC says, Bob, I'm with you all the way.
This year's,
Bob Black
this year's
says,
Loopster
I have
was pink.
seen it.
Yep.
I like the
Jason
Loopster.
Callan says, the presidents are kissing. So
Yeah, they
silly.
were. They were kidding.
Totally were.
John totally broke that up.
Well, you know.
Got to maintain decorum as the president.
Mark Smithson says, so fight over certain types of Hot Wheels.
Yeah, and that was, I thought, no, I'm not, and I felt like I had put my child in danger, that a grown man, like a guy in his 40s.
Jason Callan says, Jason Kiondo, you like the store Christmas tree shops.
I don't like the Christmas tree shops because they tend to have glitter everywhere.
Yeah,
What's
glitter
with the
is.
Glitter is horrible. They should outlaw glitter. It's like an asthma attack waiting to happen. It gets in your eyes. You find it in the corners of your house all year round.
This is how Cricket loves to eat. That's her preferred eating toy.
You put her kibble goes in there and she knocks it all around the house and it sprinkles kibble on the floor. That's her thing. I think this is as high as it's gonna get. This is what it did last time.
Let's
There's only
see.
4.5 minutes on the clock though.
Well, let's see. Let me see. It's my loaf of bread. I'll make a call. I want to give another 10 minutes.
John always overproofs his bread. He always overproofs
My
it.
bread turns out
Always.
beautiful.
So does mine, and I proof it half as long as you.
So Hot Hoopty had asked a question earlier.
What? Oh, how to string a
Mark
banjo.
Smithson says, glitter sticks to everything.
It's craft herpes.
So Hot Hoopty, here's my banjo. You asked some questions about changing the strings on a banjo. It's actually pretty easy to do. Okay. So
YouTube is your friend. in all
YouTube is your
things.
friend. Okay. YouTube is definitely your friend, but it's very easy to do.
RC says, I have seen grown men fight over a treasure hunt car. It's not
So-
worth it to me.
Yeah,
When-
it's not worth
when
it.
you're
I'm not
cha-
going to fight anybody. for
Yeah,
a
when you're
call.
changing the string on a banjo, just make sure you just unwind your string up here. I would suggest doing one string at a time. Don't do them all.
Jason
One
Callan
string at a
says,
time.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool?
Jason.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. 3 bags full.
I
Love Christmas tree shops. Did you know they have two Tom? I can't even say that. But Hot Hoopty, just unwind one string at a time.
Mark Smithson
It'll come all the way to,
says,
down to
"That's
the
so
bottom of your
funny, Sherry."
banjo. And generally on the bottom of your banjo, you'll see that your
Almost hit the
strings,
light. Be
yep,
careful.
your strings are actually looped around here at the base. So you'll undo it, one string, put the loop back on the base and string it back up, all the way back up to the headstock, and then you just tune it. It's really easy to do, especially if you do one string at a time. If you take them all off, I find it makes
You'll
it
be
more
sorry.
difficult because then your bridge, these bridges are floating bridges, so they're just held on by pressure. And as
It'll
you take
pop
the
off.
strings off, it'll pop off, it'll get in a different place. So just do one string at a time. And then also, if you get stuck, you've just only got stuck on one string and you can figure out how to fix it. It's not too difficult to do.
I
So you can
can't.
just
I can't
find
string a
it.
ukulele. I can't. I can't figure out the knot on the end.
Well, there's no knots though on a banjo.
Right.
Lisa Smith says, is that a piggy bank on the floor?
Yes. There's no money in it though. There was a.
Bob Black says, oh yes, I have a closet full of treasure hunts and first editions.
Cool. We have some Hot Wheels cars still hanging around. When I was collecting them with my daughter, she would open up some, and she had some first editions like the Hot Wheels, the race team VW bus, the one that was always popping off the cards. She managed to get one of those. And just some cool ones, some real riders on the rubber tires and things like that. And we still have those are still hanging around
Yep.
just because they were, she actually played with them. But meant for collectors, we don't have a whole lot left.
Jonette Nielsen says, you have such a beautiful home. I wish my house is as big as your kitchen.
Oh.
No joke.
Our first place was we rented a place that
Jason
was
Callan
about
says,
600
can you
square
do the
feet.
song Ramblin' Guy?
I don't think he knows Ramblin' Guy. You know
No,
Ramblin'
I don't know Rambling Guy.
Our first house was we rented one side of a duplex. It was 600 square feet, and it was the 4 of us plus a cat, and that was
About
cozy.
About
It
two
was
and a half,
cozy.
3 years.
Yeah, And then we moved up to 1,200 square feet. We spent 12 years in 1,200 square feet, and it was fine. It was spacious after
I
being in
loved
the
it.
little place. It was spacious after being in a little place, but as the kids got big, it was 4 adults living in the kids' bedrooms were teeny tiny. They really were. They were teeny tiny, and we were just on top of each other. So we moved here. We've been here like 5 years.
Pretty close to that.
Like 5 years now.
Yeah.
And of course, our daughter has moved away now. And so we could probably be in the smaller house and be fine.
Hot Hoopty RC says, okay, my strings are all wrong. Got a Turner and all are wrong. Not the right tone. I definitely need new strings.
Well, so the tuner, you have to tune an instrument every time you play it. So
Oh, and when it's new, remember, if your banjo is brand new, the strings are brand new. And brand new strings, until they get broken in, there's some give to them. They stretch and then they settle in, and they stretch and they settle in, and they stretch.
less so
and
for
settle in.
steel strings then.
Less so, yeah.
ukulele.
Ukuleles are a nightmare when the strings are new. But new strings take time
Jason
to settle
Callan
in.
says, have you ever been to a store called Ollie's? I love that place too.
We don't have an Ollie's.
Yeah, we don't have an Ollie's.
No, we don't have Ollie's.
And we don't have an Aldi's either.
We don't have Aldi's here. Now, I always had Aldi's where I used to live, but Idaho doesn't have Aldi's. And I miss that store. I miss that store bad.
Yeah, that was like Sherry's
Hot
favorite
Hoopty
shopping
RC
store.
says,
Yes.
I have an older K.
Oh, a K.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I mean, it's also possible they did
Someone
an
may
alternate
have, yeah,
tuning
someone may
on
have
it.
done an alternate tuning on it, and it's different. They set it up totally different because that was their style.
Yeah,
People do.
absolutely.
People do a lot.
Jason Callan says, are we not men? We are Devo.
Ha 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 ha. Now I want to wear a flower pot on my head.
You do, don't you?
Yes.
Uh-oh, now Sherry's gone to a
Jason
drawer.
Callan says,
pulling something out of
Ollie's
the
is
drawer.
really cool.
I don't know what Sherry's doing. She decided
I'm
to,
regretting that.
she's pulling something out. I'm hearing sounds.
I'm looking to see if I have any of the Hot Wheels.
Carl Orm says, hi guys, my Wi-Fi cut out. What did I miss?
Hey, Carl. Well, we didn't play Coin Pusher tonight,
Tomorrow
right? It
Cooper
says no
says,
Coin Pusher.
Last year they
but-
opened both Aldi's and Ollie's up here in Frankfurt.
That's cool, Tamara. So we went through our Pez collection. We were
Jeanette
baking. We're just
Nielsen
hanging out.
says, mine is 450
Oh,
square
I
feet.
know
It was
something else
built in 1918 by my grandpa.
Oh.
I wish I had my grandma's house.
Jason Callan says, Devo is one of favorite bands.
Sherry, do you want to talk about your grandma's house?
My great grandfather built a house. He was a builder.
Mark
And
Simpson says, are we
he-
in trouble, John?
He always, when anybody was
No,
building
Mark.
a house, they'd call my great grandfather to come and help build the house. And when it was time for him to build his house, nobody helped him. He built that house by himself. His son, who was like 6 years old, helped him build the house. Him and a 6-year-old boy built the house. 2-story, nice house.
Carl Orm
And,
says, good to see you up, Sherry.
He built, thank you. He, because he came from the old country and had seen hard things happen, he built hidden things, hidden spaces in the walls. There was a window seat that you take the lid off the window seat, and there was a panel that pushed
Bob
out on the
Black
end of
says,
it.
I have been thinking
And-
about taking up the banjo. Do you have any advice or suggestions?
Well, you could open up the end panel on this window seat,
John
and there was a
Phillips
whole
says,
hidden room
I still
in the
have my
house.
Turboman in the box from when I worked on Jingle all the way with over 2,000 as a parade spectator.
Cool.
Saw one on eBay that was selling for $1,500
Wow.
last week.
Cool.
Carl
Know what-
Orm says,
know what I
"Love
recommend
hanging
about
out with
banjos?"
you guys.
I recommend getting a banjolele instead of a banjo because ukuleles are the easiest stringed instrument that there is. And the banjolele looks like a miniature banjo. It sounds like a banjo, but it's like banjo for dummies. And
Max Lab
that just
says,
fits me
I
awesomely.
wish I had my
like
great-grandma's
easy.
house. She passed away a while ago. I miss her. It's been at least 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma's house. I want to have my grandma's
Jason
house so
Callan
badly.
says, I feel sorry for your grandpa that no one would help him.
That's
cool.
you know how
like
a lot
the
of people
Manchester
are.
house.
This was your great
Max
great
Lab
grandfather.
says,
No,
at
that was my
least 10
great-grandpa.
years.
Yeah, your great grandfather.
My
Yeah.
great grandfather. Well, when my grandma passed away, the house passed from my family's hands, and it's a rental property, and the neighborhood has gotten really, really rough.
And it was pretty rough when she passed.
There are a lot
even.
of gangs in the neighborhood, and they're graffitiing the place up and stuff, and it's not safe to live there, and it breaks my heart.
DRC
Breaks my heart.
says, my uncle and my grandfather built my house. 1936 was my house and my aunt's house was
That's
built
cool.
in 1958.
That is so cool.
I love older homes. I love them. My last house that I lived in Illinois was an older home. It was one of the first homes when they subdivided the farm that had been there. It was one of the first homes that
Oh,
was
that
built.
looks pretty nice.
Okay, go ahead and pop it in there.
I would actually normally let it go a little bit further, but Sherry's gonna yell at me. if I do that.
He overproofs his
I
bread
don't.
every time.
My bread has turned out awesome.
You just
I just step away. Thank you.
Jason Callan says, I'm so sorry about that.
It happens. Someday, years from now, suddenly the neighborhood will come back. I'll be long
DRC
gone, but
says,
the neighborhood will
"Simple
come
back
back
then."
someday. All of my family,
Carl
the
Orm
cemetery
says,
that my whole
"Sorry to
family is
laugh,
buried
but
in
every
is there
time you
too.
try to explain certain issues, the bot won't let you. Lol.
Oh, that bot. But John just wrote that bot today.
Tamara Cooper says, take the towel out of the oven, lol. Mark Smithson
Yep.
says, smack him, Sherry.
Hey,
He overproofs his loaves.
I didn't deserve it that time.
No, he didn't deserve it that time.
That time.
But, okay. What's next on our do-its?
Well, it was put away the Pez.
We've got,
Laura Lee says,
Tuskegee
Des.
Airmen.
Hey, Laura Lee.
Oh, hey.
So we put away the
We
Pez.
put away the Pez.
Did the bread.
Did the bread.
What else is on our
We
list?
still have to open up the Tuskegee Airmen. But
Yep.
I'd like to do that in a way that we can actually use it as a short.
Right.
We had to order more quarters because every time we get more quarters, suddenly my structures get bigger. And so I'll build big structures
Carl Orm
and
says,
we go to play and
"You
there's
are
no
doing
quarters
very
left.
well, despite the speed of questions. Well done, thumbs up.
And the delay, right? We've
Yeah,
got
there's
about a
a
30
little
second
bit of delay
so.
is kind of
But that's
But
the
it's
normal
still-
chat. That's actually the normal chat video delay as well. It takes about 30 seconds for it to get out.
But this way, you saw he was able to mix up his dough and everything and work the dough and not have to worry about typing and not have to run over and see what everybody's saying on the little bitty text. And
For a slow
Usually-
chat, it works. If
for
it
a
was
slow
going,
chat, it works.
if the chat was
if
crazy,
it was like
this
what
would
the
be
hells or something where it's going shh, where it's flying, no
Doesn't
way,
work.
Jose, it would never work.
no.
But for a small chat, it does work.
Mm-hmm.
Max Lab says,
Well done.
let's open the new quarters.
I want to do it so that we can do a short.
John
We
Phillips
haven't
says,
done any
did
shorts
you do
yet.
your inhaler, Sherry?
I have done the inhaler so many times today. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm,
Just got passed out a couple times. It was pretty
yeah,
bad.
I'm having problems. But it's every year.
Johnette Nielsen says, wow, that's amazing, Sherry. My great-grandpa and grandpa built a lot of the building in Salt Lake and
Wow.
Murray. A lot of schools and city buildings, hotels.
Cool.
So
And
Joe-
back in the
Tamara
day,
Cooper
they
says,
built
so
stuff
how big
like
are your
downpour.
towers going to be now, Sherry?
Aha.
Mark Smithson says, safer that way. Good thinking, John. Laura Lee says, going to bed, losing sleep
Oh.
tonight already.
Oh, good night, Laura Lee.
And Jonette, you know, a lot of my
Hot
family
Gucci
came through
RC
Salt Lake
says,
in the early days of Salt
My
Lake
whole family is
too.
300
Yes.
foot away from me. They watch over me every day. I can see where they lay at rest all the time.
Well, I miss, and I didn't think that it would be a big deal to me. My family is all buried in Illinois, and here I am in Idaho, and I never thought twice about the cemetery. And now I miss the cemetery. I'm the only one that knows where everybody's buried, for one thing. I was the one that would go and make sure that the stones were okay and that there were flowers and things like that. And I feel disconnected. It's an odd thing. You wouldn't think that a cemetery would make a bit of difference, but it makes a difference to me. I felt more rooted to the place knowing that my people
Carl
were
Orm
there.
says, real professional.
That they used to build things really
Jason
solid.
Callan says, did you like the pizza from Chef Boyardee that you make and cook, Cherry?
When I was
I
a
remember
kid,
those
when
as
I was a kid,
and
I did.
our retro review of that a couple of years
Yeah,
back.
as a kid, that was fun. As a kid who didn't know any better, that was fun. But now that I know how to make how easy it is to make pizza dough, it's like, shoot, pizza dough is easy, and it takes the same amount of time. If you were to get on the phone right now and order a pizza, it takes about an hour between the time that you get on the phone and the time that the pizza shows up at your door. Well, if I'm making pizza at home, it takes the same amount of time from the time I take out the ingredients to the time we pull it out of the oven. It's the same amount of time. Ours is piping hot. I know nobody dropped my dough on the floor or anything weird. You know, I know exactly what ingredients are in there, and if I want something weird, I can have something weird.
And you certainly did some weird on the last pizza yesterday.
We did
That
weird.
was crazy
RC
weird.
says, I cry sometimes when I look up and see them. It's hard sometimes.
But it's nice. But when
Jason
I see
Callan
the cemetery,
says,
I think
those
about
were
the good
fun,
things.
but it was fun to review it.
Yeah, I bet it was fun to review it. But the cemetery to me isn't like a sad place. It's a place, it makes me think about those people and know that as long as, anytime that someone thinks about someone who's passed, it's like they're alive again.
Bluebird effect.
Yeah, Bluebird effect. There's a Shirley Temple movie, The Bluebird, and there's one part of the movie where Shirley and her little brother, they go to the land of yesterday or something, and it's their grandparents' house, and their grandparents have been dead for years, but every time that they think about their grandparents,
Maxlaff
the grandparents
says,
are alive.
what did you
again.
have for dinner tonight?
What did we have tonight?
Pasta.
Oh, we had pasta tonight. But yesterday was pizza
Carl
day.
Orm says, John, tell me the truth, my friend. Who is the brains? Lol.
He is. No, he's the brains. He's the brains.
I just do the grunt work. I just
He's an
provide some glue.
engineer. I'm a homemaker. But last week, John went and picked up
Carl
an order
Orm
of groceries.
says, I love you both. Thumbs up.
Thanks, Carl.
Mark
We love all you
Smithson
guys.
says, I'm one who doesn't like pizza very much. I worked at Pizza Hut for 7 years.
Oh,
Well,
You
Sherry
know-
makes very unique pizzas.
we don't put cheese on top of our
John
pizza
Phillips
because our
says,
son Mac
don't
can't
forget
have
to
cheese.
check your 2019 and 2020 quarters that
Oh, yeah,
have the W
W's.
mint mark. Some but not all of the 2020 quarters with the W mint mark.
Yeah, I don't have a
But
single
not all
one.
have a V75 on the front. West
Yeah.
Point mint mark.
I don't have a single West Point quarter yet. Not a single one.
No.
And the Mint won't let you order them that way either. You have to get them out of circulation. You have to get them at your local bank or just in
Carl Orm
circulation.
says, do guys like guitars?
I do.
Guys like guitars, and girls like guys who have guitars.
Hot Hoopty RC says, I think my dad being there bothers me the most. He passed away at 28 years old. I was 7 years old.
Yeah, but as long as you're still around, part of your dad is still
Johnette
around.
Nielsen says,
So-
that's neat, John.
Oh man, he got a guitar.
So yeah, guys like guitars.
Guys like guitars. Girls like guys with guitars.
Fun fact. Once upon a time, in our old house,
Fun fact.
I used to play guitar to Sherry every time she took a shower,
Yes.
and she loved it.
I would be in the shower, and he would go and he would sit on the commode on the other side of the curtain. He's
With the
sitting on
seat down,
commode,
of
With the
course.
seat down, playing guitar. I'm like,
Jason Callan
And Sherry
says,
guy.
used to request
"Have
me
you
to come
ever
in. Are you going to come
heard
play guitar with
of
me tonight?
Bonanza, Ponderosa, Red Barn, and Burger Chef?" John Phillips says, "I
Bonanza,
just have
yes.
one 2019
Ponderosa,
quarter
yes.
with the W mint mark."
no Red Barn, but Burger Chef, yes. The only one I haven't heard of was Red Barn. The other ones I all saw. Well, at least you got one, John Phillips, because
Hot
I got not a
DRC
single
says,
one.
"I like the banjo better." Grin.
I'm a ukulele person myself. I'm always gonna. You can be a really big guy and you might be intimidating, but a big guy holding a little ukulele is
Mark
the least
Smithson
intimidating
says, "The
thing on
legacy
earth."
lives on in you, Hot Hook Tea. You dad
That's-
is always
That's what I
in
say
you."
too.
Yep.
As long as you're still around, your ancestors are still around. As long if you ever think about them, it's like they're still alive. When you go to the supermarket and you remember, oh, this was grandma's favorite cookie, or oh, this was my uncle's favorite
Jason
kind of donut.
Callan says,
It's-
"Red
they're
Barn was
alive.
pretty good." Hot Hoopty RC says, "The sound is great."
Yeah, that's a nice.
Carl Orm says, "I play myself, John. You are a real Romeo, aren't you, buddy?"
You have no idea.
Jason Callan says, "Like Don Ho."
No, I'm telling you, I have two nephews that I think he's 14. I think he just turned 14. My 14-year-old nephew is like 6'2" already and still growing. The kid is massive. But I sent my dad last year for his birthday.
Maxlab
I
says,
sent my dad a
"I'm eating Thin
ukulele.
Mint cookies for the Girl Scouts."
And I saw
Oh,
my
sounds
mom
awesome,
sent
Max
my
Lab.
mom sent a video of my nephew playing this little soprano ukulele, and it looks like a miniature toy in his hands. But he's a big guy, and people could be intimidated by him.
Hot Hoopty
But not if he's holding
RC
this goofy
says,
little
"Mark
ukulele.
clenched fist."
Gotta love those emoji readings.
Yeah, gotta read the emoji readings are different.
That was fun to add in, let me tell you.
How did you do it?
Very, very carefully.
Did you have to enter each name of each emoji?
No.
How'd you do it?
You just convert the emoji to text, and then the text to speech reader reads it.
Mark
Okay.
Smithson says, "Hot Hoopty, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up."
And boy, if people start doing random emojis, it's going to get really
It's
long,
gonna get weird.
long names. So
Yeah. But it's
this was a fun little experiment.
John just did this bot today. He wrote it today.
It's about
that's,
20
That's all I
minutes.
can say. He's the brains of the operation because he keeps writing these interesting little applets that are
Kind of like the score, the direction finder in the blind
they're
game.
pretty cool. Yeah, the one that measures the votes. And he did.
Maxlab says, "Virtual hug."
He
Thanks.
also did the thing that was
Carl
keeping
Orm
track
says,
of who
"I
was
used
chatting
to own a bongo,
in the last
but
10
had
minutes.
a lot of trouble tuning it, but I can tune my guitar by ear. Perfect."
I had
That's
bongos
awesome,
as a
man.
kid.
Every time.
I had bongos.
That's cool, man. You got a good ear then.
But he did a script that keeps track of who had chatted in the last 10 minutes so that only people that had
Mark
actually
Smithson
participated in the
says,
game
"Poop,
got
poop."
to draw. Poop poop. Now everybody's going to poop
Carl
poop.
Oh,
Orr
yeah.
says, "You play very well, John."
He does. He
From
plays
time to
really
time.
well.
I don't play enough. Though.
Okay. My mother went on The Price is Right and she won a guitar. John, go get the
Mark
guitar.
Smithson says, "Oops, wrong emoji."
So my mom sent this, she won this guitar on The Price is Right, and she sent it to our son Mac, and he won't touch it because of the color. He is not a confident enough male to play this guitar. I think it's a really cool guitar. And John plays it, but Mac won't touch it. He's getting it to show it to
Carl
you.
Orm
It's a great
says,
electric
you
guitar.
guys
It's a
are
great
talented.
guitar. This is a fun guitar. Pepto Bismol pink,
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
and it has a whammy bar. But
Oh,
that
yeah.
was it. That was. But the cool thing is, it's provenance that it came from. The Price is Right. That's pretty cool. You need a lightning bolt
Maxlab
strap.
says, the program you made for the coin pusher was awesome, John.
Isn't that cool? He does this stuff.
Mark Smithson says, pink?
Pink, punk rock pink. John somehow is incapable of writing websites. I don't know why.
Website's a different
It is,
problem.
it is a weakness for him. He can't do websites.
It's a
Mark
different problem.
Smithson
Different
says,
language.
I play that.
Different language.
I think it's really cool. It's a really
Carl
cool
Orm
band.
says, here, ha.
It's a
Bob
devastator.
RC says, I heard a cuckoo clock.
That's
That's
Kachoo.
cool.
That's our clock Kachoo. Cuckoo Kachoo.
And Kachoo, actually, we had the Kachoo
John Phillips
cuckoo
says,
clock out
hot pink.
at a
cool.
rental house that we talked about earlier.
And it fell off
and
the
it
wall.
fell off the wall during the moving process.
And got
so
broken.
for 12 years it sat in a box.
It sat in a box for 12 years.
Then we moved here and I fixed it.
Yes. And it wasn't even a terrible fix.
Nope.
But that's okay. There was nowhere to put it. There was no room on the walls to put a cuckoo clock. It was,
Right.
it was
My
a small-
grandfather had been a clocksmith, but we inherited none of his knowledge, unfortunately.
No.
And he had repaired it when we first brought it to Idaho,
He fixed it.
and then he passed away shortly afterwards. So,
Yeah. So it's the last clock your grandpa worked on.
yep,
So it's important to hang on to it, I think.
it is.
It's a cool clock. It's a
Yep.
nice big cuckoo clock. It's cool. We always, the
5
kids,
minutes left on the stove.
the
till we
kids
take the
for
bread out.
Christmas, they get to pick one thing that they want. We don't do the thing where there's a whole bunch of stuff. Pick one thing, and I will go through heck and high water to try and make it happen. And my daughter Rena said,
Jason
I want
Callan
a cuckoo
says,
clock.
I just wanted to see what would happen with all those emojis.
It will read them, man.
Yeah.
Carl
will read
Orm
'em.
says, that's cool. I used to have a light green Watson electric guitar.
"Cool,
That's awesome.
electrics are fun. They are, but I like, I really like acoustic a whole lot. And when you see some of the rock bands that you're used to seeing them doing the real heavy metal stuff, and you see them unplugged, just playing acoustic, it's something very intimate about it. It's like if you were hanging out in the backyard, you know, just playing around a fire pit or something, just kicking back. It's nice. There's something just really innocent about an acoustic instrument. There really is.
It really is.
But anybody looking at banjos are different from everything else. They're different, man.
They're tuned differently. They're played differently.
They're different. And banjolele is literally, it is banjo for dummies.
Well,
And
it's,
so
it's a
I-
ukulele. It's all it is. It's just
Carl
It's a
strung on
ukulele,
Orm
but it
says,
looks
and
how
sounds
long have
like
you
that.
guys known each other? You certainly are soulmates.
We've been together 21 years.
And sometimes it's been rough. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's been rough.
Sometimes we're honest about it. We had a big fight a
Yep.
couple weeks ago on a stream, on a Flash in the Pan, and I didn't hide it because I don't lie to you guys. I don't. I feel like we've invited you into our home, and you've been gracious enough to come and spend time with us.
Mark
and I'm not going to lie to
Smithson
you.
says,
I'm
ZZ
honest.
Top Electric solos are awesome.
ZZ Top's fun.
Oh, yeah.
ZZ Top's fun.
Back to the Future.
Back to the, you know, Back to the Future when they do what is it?
Rhonda Matthews says, evening y'all. Grin.
That ZZ Top song that they do in Back to the Future
2
Part
minutes.
3. I love that song. I've been trying to get
John
my son Max
Phillips
to do
says,
it.
steel guitar's guitar are a trip.
Steel guitars
Carl
are
Orm
and
says,
lap,
you
yeah,
cannot
lap
beat
steel.
an acoustic guitar.
No, you can't. They're just fantastic. It's nice. Acoustic is nice.
Yeah, it's my
But-
preferred instrument.
But electric is
Hot
fun.
Hoopty RC
Sometimes
says,
sometimes
banjo
it's
is
nice.
hard to learn. The
Banjo's
three
hard.
finger is hard to learn. I'm trying though.
Yeah, I recommend
Oh, it's
claw
good.
hammer. I recommend starting with claw hammer myself. That's my recommendation.
You think?
Because you're mainly doing chords. It's a simpler pattern, in my opinion, than the three
It's
finger.
like, you know,
So
I
that's
have-
my opinion.
it's a miracle that I can stack quarters. Because
Mark
I have
Smithson
neuropathy
says,
in this
you
hand.
have to take the good with the bad.
Yes.
It's what makes a relationship stronger.
Oh, absolutely. I don't believe anyone who says that they never had a day that they didn't want to strangle each other. That's very unlikely. But 99.9% of the time, I want to grab them and give them a big hug and a kiss. But there's that 0.1% of the
Carl
time.
Moore says, as all relationships are there is to be some tension release.
Oh, sure. Okay. I have a neuropathy in this hand. It's numb. I damage
Watch what
it.
happens.
No, I see this. See, my arm has scars all over it because I can't feel anything. I'm constantly injuring myself.
40 seconds.
I can't finger pick on the ukulele, but I can strum. I tend to strum too hard, but I
John
can't help
Phillips says, you have your OV gloves ready, John.
it. Yeah, got them.
Got them right
Ov
here.
gloves.
We love the Ov gloves.
Love them. They're all
They are
stained
so
up.
much better than.
I try not to wash them too often because they lose their resistance to heat.
There's a man who recognizes a good Ov glove.
Elf gloves are awesome.
They are.
Oh, you're gonna try and pull it out too quick?
No.
The guy who had to let it overproof.
Yeah, I want to let it proof longer. See, we got a better rise out of it. I like a big, nice brown rise on top.
Ta-da.
It's not
It's
very
a little
happy.
flat on top. That's the corn. The corn makes it denser. You don't get as much of a lift. I think you needed to put the cornmeal through the
Blender
blender a
longer.
little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay.
Could be.
Then don't spray it on your laptop. Now, if you just leave it like this, the crust is really crusty. But if you spray a little bit of oil on it and spread it around, then you get the
Hot
soft.
Hoopty RC says, 26 years married. It's not all peaches and cream.
But congratulations on doing it. It's worth it. The not good
Absolutely.
days are worth it.
Mark
For sure.
Smithson says, ooh, looks so good.
This
John
is for
Phillips
tomorrow.
says,
This is for
yummy,
tomorrow.
yummy face.
But I see how like it's yellow from the cornmeal. It tricks you into thinking
Tamara
it's butter.
Cooper says, looks good.
Oh, it'll be good. But I started
Carl
to tell the
Orm
story
says,
about
you guys are an inspiration.
last week he picked up our order. You know, you tell the supermarket what you want and then you just go pick it up. That's what we've been doing. And
Kind of like the old days where you
TRC
just go to the
says,
counter and say, I need this,
Yes, I
this,
know.
and that.
well, he picked up our groceries and they gave
Tamara
him
Cooper
they
says,
gave him a bag
that
of
loaf does not look
chicken
big enough
nuggets.
for all of us.
They gave him chicken nuggets, and we hadn't ordered chicken nuggets. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with chicken nuggets? So I made this cornmeal.
Max Lab
Dough
says,
for the
taste
crust?
test time.
Can't cut it while it's smoking hot.
Well, you certainly can, but we
This is
can't.
good. That's for
This
tomorrow.
has
That's
to be for tomorrow.
So I made pizza dough with the same recipe that John used tonight with the cornmeal in it. And then I faked my way through making some barbecue sauce, which turned out pretty good. I'm really not a barbecue
I
sauce
wish you
person,
had the
but it was
recipe
good.
for your fake barbecue sauce. It was great.
It was
It was
good.
great pizza sauce
It
replacement.
was really good. So
It was
we
like a
put-
pizza
we put
sauce
that
barbecue
on the
sauce.
pizza crust, and then we put the chicken nuggets all over on top of there, and it was the best pizza. Oh my
John
goodness, it
Phillips
was
says,
awesome.
right on tomorrow.
It was just a really good pizza.
Yeah, and our son said, I don't want any of it. So it was more for
We
us.
didn't have to share with him because he won't eat chicken nuggets. To save his life, he wouldn't eat chicken nuggets. No way, Jose. So, okay. That kid, he has such a short list of things he'll actually eat. The
Mark
kid is an
Smithson
airplane.
says, I've been married for going on 15 years, and it seems like just yesterday.
Yeah, it's like, wow, how'd all that time get by?
Tamara
I've been with
Cooper
John
says,
since he was
we
17
will be
years
here
old.
tomorrow for
And
the
now he's a
mystery
geezer.
bag giveaway, and I'm expecting a piece, lol.
Yeah, it doesn't ship very well, unfortunately.
No. That's the problem with home baked bread. It doesn't have a very long life expectancy unless you
No.
stick it in the freezer. If you slice it up and put it in the freezer, it's good for a long time, but it doesn't stay nice and fresh and fluffy for very long.
No, it
But it's
doesn't.
fantastic. It's fantastic. The first 24 hours or so, 36 hours are phenomenal.
And so after tomorrow's live stream, we'll grill up some
Hot
burgers
Food
and
DRC
give it a chance,
says,
try.
taste it, Sherry. Tell us how it is.
can't.
I can tell you, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. He got it good.
And we'll let you know on tomorrow night's Flash in the Pan how it was. But that's tomorrow night. No Flash in the Pan tonight. We had to do this anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm so sorry that the game was so short today. I feel like I let everybody down. I designed that game. I built it. It had the same layout as the game that lasted 2.5 hours.
there was something new in it though. This
Carl
It's
Lawrence
the
$2
says,
same
John,
layout as
can
2.5
you cook?
hours.
the $2 stacks.
He can cook. He just proved it.
This is baking. Baking's not
That's
cooking.
baking.
I don't cook.
Baking is more tricky than cooking. Cooking, you can mess it up and you can fix it. Baking, you mess it up, it's messed up, man.
Yeah, I'm smelling the bread. I'm thinking, man, I want to make another
Now,
loaf of
we've
bread
done
because I
things
want to
like-
eat this one right now.
We've thrown potato in to the bread before too.
Oh, that's great.
And that works great. As a pizza crust, man, that's good. And just once you know the basic recipe for bread, you can play around with it and you can do a lot of different things. The same recipe that we use for bread is also cinnamon rolls. You just, instead of just putting it in a loaf pan, you roll it out, you just butter it with a very thin layer of butter, and then you sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar, roll it up, and then stick it in the loaf pan, and you've got nice rolled.
Carl Orm
Cinnamon.
says, looking
Yeah.
forward to tomorrow, thumbs up.
Yeah.
John Phillips says, see eyes you all tomorrow.
I hope we get some
Nighty-night,
regulars
everyone,
winning.
sleeping, throwing kisses.
Hey, good night.
Yeah, I think we're gonna sign off too.
Yeah, we gotta sign off too. My
It's-
back is kind of toasty right
It's
now.
late.
I have to look on the clock.
9:15.
It's 9:15 in that time zone. Let's see.
It's
Wow.
9:15.
Mark
It's
Smithson
9:15
says,
even
this
in the
is
cool
just like a
club.
family get together. As good
And
as a coin
daylight
pusher
savings
game,
time.
but better.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
GST.
I feel like you guys are visiting us in our home. I really do. I sincerely feel that. It's nice. It's nice.
We have no spare beds anymore.
We don't. We don't because of the
Everything-
coin pusher room.
Coin pusher room, yes.
We got rid of when Rena moved out, when our daughter Rena moved out, we said, take your furniture with you.
Jason Callan says, night.
Yeah, good night,
Yeah, good
Jason.
night.
We're gonna log off.
Yeah,
And
we're
we-
Jason
and we
Callan
lose an hour of
says,
sleep tonight.
good night.
Oh yeah, everybody don't forget, don't miss the coin pusher
Unless you're
because
in
you forget
Arizona.
to, unless you're in Arizona.
Max Lab says,
It's the time zone
11:15
moves.
here.
It's actually 12:15 because you have daylight savings
Jason
time.
Callan says,
Well-
In your head anyway.
It's like 3 a.m. it changes.
Well, yeah, regardless though.
Tamara Cooper says, night everyone,
Good
sleep
night.
well and Sherry
Thanks for
rest
hanging
your
out.
back.
Yeah, my
What's it-
back is
Bob
done.
Black
My back is
says,
done.
thank you both, this is fun, less than.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey man, we'll see ya. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Mark Smithson says, night everyone, have pleasant dreams.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Jason Callan says, you are both very good people.
Hey,
Hot
thanks.
DRC says, I enjoyed seeing the Pez collection.
Thanks, Hot Hoopty.
We'd like to see your collection sometime too.
Carl
Yeah.
Orm
I love
says,
seeing people's
good night
collections.
guys, grin thumbs up.
Appreciate it.
Okay,
Good night,
night
folks.
everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Jason Callan says, you are both awesome.
Thanks, Jason. Have a good night.
Carl Orm says, you make me feel so welcome. Jason Callan says, night.
Hey, good night, Jason.
Hot DRC
Good night, Hot
says,
Hoopty.
And
good
you
night.
are welcome.
And you are welcome, guys.
You're very welcome.
Tamara Cooper says, thank you for letting us hang out with you. Jason Callan says, good night.
Good night, Jason.
Rhonda
You're welcome,
Matney
Tamara.
says, night y'all.
Good night, Rhonda.
Blessed be y'all.
Good night,
Jonette
Jonette.
Nielsen says, basking is harder than cooking. Baking is the art.
Yeah, it is. Good night.
Jason Callan says, will this still read comments even when the live stops?
Yes, it'll read until the comments close,
Jason
Jason.
Callan says, night.
Good night.
Jason Callan says, good be night.
Yeah, I could just leave this open all night, Jason, and people could come troll it.
Johnette Nielsen says, good night everyone, sweet dreams, and God bless you all.
All right, good night, Jonette. Yeah, we could claim to be the back-end YouTube bot, and oh boy, that would just be way too much fun. Good night.